Our recipe for service enterprise. What is a service enterprise? A service enterprise is an organization that strategically leverages volunteers to achieve operational efficiency and greater social impact. Good Shepherd Food Bank completed a diagnostic tool that measured our current volunteer engagement practices against these 10 characteristics of a service enterprise. To share a glimpse of the service enterprise certification process, we will focus on characteristic number 7, effective training, identified as one of our primary areas of opportunity. One standard identified is organization trains paid staff on how to work with volunteers. Today, we are sharing our approach to identifying the components of an effective training program. We know that food is a universal language, so we'll compare our process to making a tasty apple pie. Just as we would determine the ingredients required to make a pie, we first need to assess the staff's needs and use these inputs for our training program recipe. Understanding staff's needs builds a strong foundation for success, similar to the supportive structure of a pie pan. A key ingredient to succeed with volunteers is the right mindset. Just like a pie crust, a mindset of volunteer value and hospitality holds the volunteer experience together. With your help, we will adopt interaction standards, recognize volunteer contributions, celebrate their impact on our community, and recognize their partnership in the fight to end hunger. It's said that tastier pies are made with a variety of apples. Likewise, diversity of thought, experience, and opinion enhance the final product. Our training program will enrich employee understanding of the values of equity, diversity, and inclusion. Everyone enjoys a sweet treat, and recognition is the sweetest treat of all. When staff acknowledge volunteer impact and share appreciation for their contributions, it's the very reason a volunteer returns for seconds. Last, but not the least, empower staff to coach. This training ingredient includes how to share feedback, manage difficult conversations, and handle conflict resolution. You've heard the expression spice of life, which is used to say that life is more interesting and enjoyable when it includes variety, just like our training program options. You can't bake an apple pie without an oven, and we can't succeed with volunteers without staff's understanding and commitment to delivering the ideal volunteer experience. Whether you prefer a buttery or flaky crust, the dough has to be flexible. Likewise, flexible staff training tools are necessary to accommodate various learning styles. While we pop this in the oven and wait for it to bake, let's acknowledge a few challenges. Perceptions regarding time, just don't have enough of it to devote to the volunteer, or resources, committing staff to supervise volunteers, and sometimes mindset, volunteers are not strategically beneficial. Ready to taste test? We'll now solicit feedback from staff to evaluate the effectiveness of the training program and adapt as needed. What are our wins? Orientation to volunteer engagement is presented to all new staff during onboarding. Another one is, despite a lack of support for staff working with volunteers, our volunteers speak positively about their experience. And lastly, the Service Enterprise certification process creates a roadmap to strategically include volunteers throughout our organization. And there's more. Our apple pie is just one of the many varieties of pie we plan to bake during our work to be a certified service enterprise. We will build an action plan that reflects the service enterprise characteristics and strengthens our volunteer experience. We need everyone's support to achieve our vision, in which a diverse volunteer community contributes unique talents in various ways and bolsters efforts towards ending hunger in Maine. Thank you for your time. Bon appetit!